Hello. Okay, so it's been a while, a very long time actually, to be fair, since I've done a video. I just kind of thought it was about time, and it fitted well with what me and Nick and Freya are all going through at the moment. So basically, we are in 2019 now. It's the beginning of the year, it is January, and we found out in September last year that we are actually having another baby. So I just thought it'd be quite nice to just do like a little bit of a story of how it's kind of developed from that point up to now. So yeah, we found out in September, middle of September, and it did come as quite a shock. I've made some notes as well, so I've got, if I keep referring to anything, just because I'll forget to say it otherwise. Yeah, so it was a very much a shock to me and Nick. We'd had such a busy year last year with getting married and going on honeymoon and having all other kinds of things going on in the same year. Friends of ours got married, hen parties, stag do's. It was just such a busy year, and then it kind of finished off with a bang, and we found out that we're expecting another little one. So yes, I just wanted to tell you really everything that happened. So this was our first scan. So obviously this was, I don't think it tells you the date, does it? No, 9th of November we went for our first scan, just to make sure everything was okay with baby, which it is. There was no signs of anything at that point. Obviously they come in these little pouches just to keep them all nice. I'm going to get a proper book like I did with Freya. So yeah, that's the first one, our 12-week scan. Obviously, if nobody has ever had a baby before, all of your notes, pregnancy notes, these are vital for like every midwife appointment that you go to. It keeps a log of your details, your previous pregnancy if you've had a baby before, your doctor, any vital information that you might need to call if you've got any issues within your pregnancy. So these are really important, and obviously the further that you go down to 3 pregnancy, they start to do a graph of your bump. Now I've not got anything on there as of yet, because I think my next appointment, which will be when I'm 28 weeks, that will be when they start to plot on that chart. So yeah, so I'm 25 weeks as of tomorrow, and yeah, it's just absolutely flown. It is our second pregnancy, and I think it just probably goes super fast the second time round, because you're not just thinking about you and your baby, everything else is still going on in life. So you know, I'm still sorting Freya out. She's at nursery full time, you're working, you've got your house to plan. It's not as if you can just switch off like you can do sometimes with your first pregnancy. You can come home and you can go to sleep and you can switch off from it all. You know, you still got a little one to be running around. She's not that little anymore. She was 4 in December. So our due date that they have given us is the 14th of May. So it's going to be a nice spring baby. Freya was a December baby, so it's just completely different time of the year for us. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be a summer like this year just gone, and it will be nice and warm, lots of walks out, etc. So at first, obviously, because I'm in my second trimester now, at first in the first trimester I was absolutely shattered. Like, I didn't really expect to be as tired as I was. I don't remember being as tired the first time round either with Freya. It just seemed to hit me like a ton of bricks. I'd come home, I'd be just wanting to go to sleep, but you can't do that, you can't just switch off. So it was a case of, I think that yeah, it just knocked me for six, that I was super tired. My clothing's all started to change now. I can't no longer wear my jeans. Everything is either leggings or dresses and tights. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let me just show you. So this is my bump now. So it's a nice big 25 weeks as of tomorrow. So that's the size of my bump. Yeah, it's getting nice and large. So yeah, that's my bump size. I'm still taking my supplements, so Pregnant Care, and they've also put me on something. Oh, it's like vitamin B12. I forgot what it is now, but I was lacking in that when they tested me for it last time, so I have to take that every day. I remember I had to do that with Freya. I think I'm a little bit sometimes. That's probably why I'm more tired. I'm lacking something. So our 20-week scan photograph I'm going to show you is this one. Now it's much clearer. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Obviously that was my first baby scan, and then that was the second one. So they are much clearer in terms of the image that you get. And we got there, and she asked us if we wanted to find out what sex we were having, and with Freya we didn't find out. She was a surprise. We actually thought we were having a boy the whole way through, until obviously she came out and she was a little girl. This time we kind of decided we would like to find out if we could, just to be a little bit more organised, and we are actually having another girl, so I'm going to share a video as well. We did a gender reveal, so it just coincided with Christmas, and it was Christmas Eve, and they slotted us in so we could find out our gender of the baby, and we found out, and then we told family and we told Freya on Christmas Day. So we did a gender reveal on Christmas Day, which was nice. Freya wanted a girl all along. That's what she'd got a little heart set on. I did tell Freya from quite early on that we were expecting. She's quite an intuitive little girl, so I think she knew something was going on, but also she's that little bit older. She can be quite boisterous, so I was quite upfront with her, to be fair, and we did tell her early on. At the moment, I've got no issues. There's been no issues through pregnancy at all. Everything's been pretty clear. The only thing that I had to do at the 20-week scan was keep going out of the room and doing a little bit like going to the toilet and trying to get things like get baby to move, because they were being pretty stubborn, so they couldn't do the spinal measurements that they needed to do, because she said to me at one point, we might need to bring you back like the week after or something like that. But obviously she didn't want to do that with us. She just said, if we can do it all today, it's perfect, but if I'm really struggling, I'll have to ask you to come back. But in the end, baby managed to term. I just had to do a little bit of walking, have a nice fizzy drink, have some chocolate, and try and get baby moving. I've been using the toilet much more, so during the night I've been waking up needing the loo. At work, I can literally just have like half a drink or a drink, and then it's like, all right, I need a wee desperately, and my bladder is just like, oh. I would definitely say this baby wriggles more than Freya did. I was on my feet with my job much more when I was pregnant with Freya, so I don't know if that plays a big part. I'm sat like in an office more based job now, so I feel like the baby move more, wriggling, kicking. I don't know if I've got more water as well this time, because it feels like the kicks aren't as strong, but they're like more frequent, so I don't know if I've got more water this time. I do feel more pressure down there, so I don't know if that's going to be a case of I don't know, again, I don't know if it's because I'm less active, like on my feet more, so I feel it more, I don't know, but I do definitely feel like more pressure. My next midwife appointment is in a couple of weeks, and that will be my 28-week scan. So like I said, that at that point I think they're going to do the chart, so I can they can monitor me if baby's too small or too large, and they can go off that. That's all really what I have to say, I think. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm just going to try and do updates every kind of couple of weeks, because if you did one every week it would just be the same kind of thing. But say I do one at 28 weeks in a couple of weeks time, obviously that will be when I've been to see the midwife, and I can tell you all about it. But yeah, I'm very excited, Nick's very excited, Freya is very excited, and we're just, yeah, we're getting there. I'm probably going to do a video as well of what we've got, what we've bought up to now, and what we need to get, things that maybe we're reusing from what we had with Freya. Yeah, so that is everything. Thank you for listening. Ready, Freya? What do you think it's going to be?
Girl.
A girl, okay. So 1, 2, 3!
Oh, no.
Who was right?
Oh.
Who was
Are you-
I wasn't expecting that.
Are we having a baby girl?
Oh.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I can make some money out of it.